All right, perfect. Hey everybody, this is Abab with Generational Wealth. Extremely happy to be back with another video. If you're new to the channel, we greatly appreciate you stopping by. When we created the Generational Wealth platform, we had a vision in mind where we could either help people create generational wealth, if that is something that you aspire to have, or at least put you in a position to where you feel like you've reached the utmost comfort in life due to all the principles, resources, and plethora of information that we'll share with you on the channel. So today, always inspired to be on camera to share some things with you. In one of my previous videos, I think about 2 videos ago, I went over some quotes that were really inspiring to me. And I wanted to start off with a quote I heard a long time ago by someone very famous that we all know, that was born and raised where I'm from, which is Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. He just simply said, "No one's built like you, you design yourself." And when I first heard that, it automatically hit me and let me know whatever life you want, you create it. And we literally create our mind based upon what we believe about ourselves and the information that we put in our brain, so we can live out whatever visions and ideas that we have in our head and bring them to fruition. So today I have my notepad again to go over some quotes that I think will be inspiring for you guys as it has been for me. So the first one I want to start out sharing is, "Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better." When I first heard this, it definitely hit me like a ton of bricks, because I did have these moments in my life where I absolutely wished things were easier, and that was the problem. You know, life as you progress, it's supposed to get tougher if you have audacious goals that you're trying to achieve. And I know I shared this story with you guys before, but when I moved to Atlanta, things got really hard. It got so hard that unfortunately my last few months there, I was about to get evicted. You know, I had no solutions. So my relative reached out to me, and by, divine faith, she changed the trajectory for me. But when I moved back in the city that I'm in right now, I definitely didn't want things to be easier. You know, I wanted to make sure that my life going forward, I was going to set myself up so when things got tough, I already had a backup plan. And quickly after I moved back here, within the matter of a few years, I ended up getting home ownership. So how did I go from being evicted to getting home ownership? You know, life didn't get easier for me. I just got better. My mentality got stronger and I got wiser, which helped me record this video in the house that I'm in today. The second one is, the best way to predict your future is to create it. I remember vividly in 2011, I was speaking with a friend, and I told this friend, I'm never leaving Brooklyn. You know, Brooklyn is where my heart is. Shortly after I said that, when 2012 rolled around, traveled out here to the West Coast, came to the West Coast and realized, no, wait a second, I'm doing it all wrong. I need to put my best foot forward and take life on and stop being in my comfort zone. And the minute I did that, the minute I started to create my future, everything transpired for me as far as making more money, now having equity, because I started to create my life and predict my life, than as opposed to wanting things to be easier. The second one is, rejection is redirection. Man, like I shared in my previous video, due to my past experiences, I was afraid of rejection. I was extremely scared that things that I would try would fail. But the fact of the matter is, that was the issue. How do you know something is going to fail if you don't put your best foot forward at it? So now, because I firmly believe that rejection is a tool, you use it to make a better you. To this point in my life, I don't really care about rejection. All I really care about is, what is the end result from me at least trying? at least if you do that, then I'm sure you could sleep well at night with the outcome. Another one that really hit me like a ton of bricks was, you may not be able to be, or you may not be able to do all that you find out, but you should find out all that you can do. One of the things that we don't want to do is wind up at the end of our life discovering that we only lived 1/10 of it, and the other 9/10 went down the drain. Not from lack of opportunity, but from the lack of information that we obtain to make our lives better. So moral of this is never stop learning. The second one, or the fifth one, is influence is powerful and subtle. Like I shared in one of my previous videos, how did I go from, at the age of 17, me and my brothers were at communion in church, and fast forward four and a half years later, I'm in the middle of Harlem with my hands behind my back on my knees with the police pointing guns to me because of not thinking about the actions that I'm doing and how that's going to affect my future. How did I go from age 17 and then a few years later about to be arrested and having my life dramatically change? That's simply because influence is powerful and subtle. If I would have told myself, look, you need to change the friends that you're around ASAP, that situation wouldn't have happened. But luckily, faith was on my side, and I'm here with you guys today, speaking to you now on camera. So, be careful who you have in your circle, because it's affecting the outcome of your life. The next one is, this is something that is always in my mind, which is stand guard of the door of your mind. You have to protect your mind like your life depends on it, because everything that gets in here literally creates the outcome of your life. So stand guard of the door of your mind. And one of the last ones is, everything is risky. If you think trying is risky, wait until you get the bill for not trying. Right now we're in a brand new year. Yes, we're in February, but everything that you want to accomplish in your next 5 years, how the next 5 years of your life looks, starts right now. So wanted to keep this brief, but I wanted to run it back with these quotes. Hopefully this moves someone or it reaches someone. So as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, generational wealth.